Hi guys, I don't know what episode this is, but it's been a while and I have two special guests. As you can see, they are identical twins.
We would say that.
Yeah.
Identical.
They flew all the way from California to get this done and I'm pretty excited and I hope that you guys are too.
We're pretty excited and thank you for the opportunity.
Oh, thank
Yes,
you.
thank you,
Of
thank
course,
you.
it's an honor to do this with both of you. Do you mind introducing yourself?
My name is Sovanarin David Lee.
My name is Sovanareth Joseph Lee.
I'm older by 15 minutes.
He got me. He got me.
Damn.
Gemini babies.
Yeah, well, actually, all three of us are all Geminis. Okay, so before we get this started, I will give you a little rundown on what I do and how my process work, and we'll take it from there. I am clairvoyant, which means that I see things in my mind's eyes, and other times they'll tap into my other senses, like my hearing and what I'm feeling, and other times it's like a sense of inner knowing. You know, some people call it intuition, some people call it gut feeling, and that's how they utilize my senses to connect. For the most part, everything is like Morse codes that I have to decipher. You see that I have a notepad and a pen. I kind of just scribble things down a little bit, or sometimes I write like what I'm hearing or what I'm feeling. Other than that, just have an open mind and an open heart in receiving messages from spirits and have fun.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes.
Okay. So, let's see. In the Khmer way, you go by A and B, right? Okay, so I'm just gonna put A and B. I'm gonna ask you two things. When I was sleeping last night, I felt something like a pressure point on my head, and usually sometimes that also means like the person had passed away from head or dizziness or oxygen, but other times the stomach means anything. Could also be some sort of sickness that I was getting, but I was getting like the stomach area that attacked her the most, but the head also came in after, so I'm gonna put the head later, but it seems like the stomach area. And for what I'm connecting, it is your mother that had passed, right? Towards the end of her passing, was like, did she suffer a lot?
I think you suffer emotionally.
She was like emotional. But she also has cirrhosis, liver disease.
Okay. That also explained the head pressure point. Maybe that was mental.
Like she's like mentally, she always like think a lot. Like she was battling the liver disease and alcoholism, so then that got to her head more, and then like once it got to her head more, she became more in a dark hole.
Yeah.
And so then that it just suppressed her to just become like someone who didn't want to live life anymore.
Also, I don't know what it was about her husband. There's a sort of disconnect there. And there's an apology on that side. I feel like she kind of... It's almost like mom existed, but she didn't know how to be a mom, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's because our dad left us when we were little,
and then he got a whole new family. And so then my mom was really heartbroken, and it's actually a disease. Like when someone is heartbroken, I didn't know until we got to face it ourselves. So like, she didn't date anybody. She was like over 15 years she was just by herself, and
she would always. My dad would always call her, and he knew that he messed up, but he would always just listen to her every time she's drunk. So then that's like the best thing my dad could have done, just listen to her. Even though my mom would be like, "Fuck you," and like, "I hate you," but he knows that's not. It's kind of his fault, but he knows that that's not really her. It's just a drink. Like when she drinks, she turns to a different.
And then now, since she had 3 sons, she thinks the guy's gonna walk out of her life. But we kept it, and like trying to beat it for a moment.
Yeah. Speaking of 3, I'll come back to that later. December mean anything? Could be anniversary. She keeps saying December.
December, maybe.
Oh my!
Our dog passed.
Well, my dog passed away on Christmas.
Okay, maybe that's why. Okay, let me see. I'm sorry. I also shock myself when I pick up information. Okay. What's your dog's name?
Itachi. Itachhi.
Mine's is Pegasus.
Back to Pegasus for a little bit. Did he like suffer like also head injury or something?
No, I felt he was just heartbroken because honestly, like even though they were different dogs, he was like a dad or like a brother.
Older brother. So then like
when he passed, he was just so sad, like heartbroken, and I didn't know that like
I'm
pets
sorry.
could get
Maybe that's why the
heartbroken.
mental thing that I'm getting,
Yeah.
like the head.
So-
He didn't walk. What happened? What happened?
Oh.
Did his legs in the back or something? What's wrong with
Yeah.
him?
Back legs.
His back. Yeah.
Yeah, what happened there? He's showing me the back legs.
Yeah. He just I don't know. It was quick.
Just
It was
gave up on him.
gave up on him, and then like I don't know.
He could barely walk, but then he could just use his 2 feet. But then
yeah, they're all 3 of them are like in such a healthy condition. And I love when pets come in, because the reason why I enjoy pets coming in, because they don't hold on to any remorse or any emotions, even when they're here in this physical form. So when they leave, they're showing how wonderful life is if people all live like animals. If that makes sense. Speaking of older brother, I'm gonna talk about something. I wanted to come back to that one, but we'll go back.
I feel like she's saying something funny about him.
Your brother has a lot of emotional guilt.
Yeah.
I don't know if he ever.
He does.
He doesn't. She expressed it different.
I could
Like he
tell.
doesn't.
So it's kind of like mom is smacking him, but also hugging him at the same time.
He will always kind of like promise my mom to get like a restaurant for her.
But just like.
But then
Just
over
to-
time,
he gives her give high hopes.
yeah, over time she's like, oh, you said this, and then especially when she's drunk, she's like, you know, you said you can do this.
But
And
he
then-
just like he just felt that they didn't have a good bond. It's just like my dad left us to Kumai, so then my brother just was for my dad more. But mom's here, like she's present in our life. Like she's providing a roof over like your head and stuff. But it's like for him, it's like I'm the man, like the oldest son, like
But at the
I
same
have to
time,
take charge. But
my brother looks like my dad. So when my mom gets drunk, she's like,
she
"Get out! You look like my husband." And so,
so
their bond is always like he has to get out of the
resentment.
house.
It's like
and so they never really had that.
Yeah, for some. Yeah.
But they love each other. It's
love
not
each
love and hate
Right.
relationship.
That's why I'm
It's
seeing
just-
like her smack him, and then she's also hugging him
Yeah,
at the
she's-
same time. I think
Yeah.
there's just more an awareness with brother. Who has the necklace of hers, or she's showing you kissing it or something?
Oh, this one.
Because she's showing me the necklace. Can I see?
No, I guess every time I fly or like, but I just it's kind of like my protector thing.
Oh, do you mind?
Oh, yeah.
That's good. Yeah, she's recognizing that you have this.
It's a
It's not the real
The Van
back
Cleef,
sleeve, but this we bought it at the Kamai jewelry store, but it still meant a lot to us.
Yeah. Before you close the casket, before she gets cremated, I don't know why. Was there something special?
Oh, we
With the
became
coffin?
The coffin or something? Like she showed
Because
me.
I wanted to like dress her up like in Kamai outfit, like royalty. So like the next life she could just be born into like a better life, because like this time she just don't think it was the right life for her.
And we had our friends like the home girls do makeup on her, so it looks more. It's like the traditional funeral makeup is not as
Yeah.
pleasant
Okay.
as-
Okay.
So we
no,
made her
our
look
friends,
fancy. We
that's-
made her look
we
like
made
a
her
call
Yes,
out.
I'm like before she was like, oh, before I close, I looked. I don't know if it was her look, but I'm seeing her sleeping, smiling. That's why I'm like, okay, what is this thing about? Like the only thing that I know that Khmer people do during funeral services, we put the poop and you know,
Mm.
that's the only thing that I find it pretty special. But she showed me, oh, with the smile, I'm like, oh, okay.
It's
For
crazy how you
funeral.
said that, because that last image of us seeing her in the coffin, everybody said she did have a smile. Yeah,
That's
so
what
then-
I'm seeing, her smiling, and she's saying that you guys sent me off beautifully, and of course, like she was just saying, like this is not the life that she would have been better.
Yeah.
You know, like how she planned it out to be, but for the most part, she just want to let you know that she loves the
I'm glad you liked it, mama.
Do you cook?
Yeah.
Like, you cook good? She showed me that you can cook.
Yeah, my mom, she like, you know, our Asian parents, they like to judge when they go out eating at restaurants. And then it's hard to impress my mom, but one day when she was like, she stopped cooking for us. And then I was like, I miss her cooking, and I was trying to make some Khmer food for her. And
So
then when
he doesn't make a good damn child. Like
lobster,
That sounds good right now.
Yeah, and then I did that for her too. And then our mom taught us how to take care of women, and show them, feed them, take care, make sure they don't stress too much. And she taught us how to be a gentleman. I really like that about my mom.
I just want to tell her myself, like I'm sorry that I couldn't fight more, or like just to be there. Even though the people say I do a lot for her, but I I don't think it was enough. So I just want to say something to Mom.
You can say it anytime, any day. She can hear. You don't always need me to talk to.
Okay.
Yeah. But for the most part, she knows. But you gotta think about the time that you cherish. You know, we always go hard on ourselves when our loved one's gone, and we like start to beat ourselves up. Like, no, you gotta think about the good times that was there. For the most part, I will say this though: your mom is cheering you both on. So, did she ever do her hair all the time or something?
Yeah,
Like,
just her
there's something
emotional
about
stuff,
her
yeah.
talking about her hair. So that's what you remember her with about the hair cutting. With saying like, what the.
She used to be a hairstylist too.
Oh,
she used to cut her
okay.
hair. That's why.
That
she
makes
has
sense.
great
And she
hair.
stopped
She said,
doing that
like,
when she was
my hair is still fabulous on the other side. So you know, is there anything else you guys would like to ask before we end this?
I just wanted to ask her, was she happy when she left? Like, I don't want her, because the last thing she wanted was to be with her mom. I just want to ask her, like, did you get to see your mom, and are you happy enough to?
When the soul transition, they're always greeted by the people they love in this lifetime, and the ones that transitioned before her. So she's been greeted with her grandmother, of course. Speaking of grandmother, there is something about the hand.
But I got my mom passed. I painted her hand, and I got a tattoo of her hand holding me here.
Shut up! I saw your mom with like this.
Oh, she grabbed it. Oh, yeah.
So that's why I wanted to make sure if
she grabbed my hand.
if she pointed to your grandmother or
No, because we became monks.
So we came up like that because you know they said like Americans said that like if people sin they like all automatically go to hell whatever, but for Cambodians like
if one of your sons
if
became a monk, the whole thing's
so
erased.
I wish I should have said it earlier. The reason why I asked that because your mom went like this with her hand, so I wasn't sure if you were to witness your mom pointing up, but I saw your mom's hand pointing up, but it was
her grabbing. It's just us grabbing her up
from the bottom so she can go up to paradise. Because if it came like that.
That's so crazy.
And I got actually a picture of her. This is a picture of my mom.
Oh my gosh! Yes, mom's hair.
Yeah.
That all makes sense now. We're gonna have to, because I'm seeing her like my hair is so. Awesome.
She has like the 70s, like 80s, like.
But this is my mom. Because my mom, she was never happy and she never smiled when she got drunk. And then I found an old picture of my mom. This is the only picture I've seen my mom smiling, and I showed her, but she was kind of still drunk, and I don't know if she likes it.
We just want to say thank you so much for this opportunity. Like, it meant a lot for us, and thank you. Our mom's 1 year anniversary is this June 12th, so like I just wanted like a whole closure for myself and for my brother just before that moment.
Oh, thank you for that. It also makes sense with the 12th that I saw earlier. The December with your dogs, and because usually I connect 12 in December, but the 12 also means the 1 year anniversary.
Oh, that makes sense too.
Yeah, crazy, right? So, but I also want to say thank you guys so much for taking this quick last minute trip to.
Oh no.
It's more. It's helped us out a lot.
Yeah,
It's
awesome.
good experience.
And I wish you the best, Satuk, and everything.
It's just times growing up where she, when she starts drinking, that's when she turns to a different person. But we already know at the end of the day that that's not really her. It's just some
other monster. Mom. When she's drinking, we call her momster. Like, but
monster,
but we know deep down like she's a loving mom, and like we would never ask for another mom ever. And thank you for always watching over us, mommy. Love you. Growing up, my mom work ethic was really like powerful. Like she's like a short little woman, but she's
the definition of what a mom should be,
and she has the best inner strength. But growing up, like her and my aunt would make food, Cambodian authentic food, and like she would drive around like going to like sewing companies like where a lot of Cambodians used to work at, and she would go and sell her food over there. We would always come and help her. Our experience with Peter today was it's something that we would never forget this opportunity, and it's just like we believe like how the stars can align with one another, and I felt like this was a calling for us, and it happened for a good reason, and everything came to place.
And thank you, Peter, for having us experience our closure that we needed from my mom.
Thank you so much, because our mom's 1 year death anniversary is June 12th, so like this was like a little closure for us, and it meant a lot for us. So like,
okay, this is like an early birthday present for us, Peter. Basically, our birthday's on June 16th. And to have you take the time to show us and talk to us about our mom, really give
and
us
dogs.
our birthday.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.